I didn't have any goals, didn't want to get married, didn't want to have kids. Wasn't even thinking about that stuff.
Before it became serious?
Us?
A day.
I had a girlfriend at the time. I told her.
She was gone the next day.
I think we had the awesomest wedding.
I know, we did a very cost-effective wedding, as I'm sure, because we paid for it ourselves.
We got married at a friend's house.
If
that was your first time
could do that
there,
over
right?
again, I would go to an
It was
island.
Kate's first time there.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday, June 22nd. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's sunny here, and it's warm, and it's summer. So it was Father's Day over the weekend, and there's a father out there that has 8 kids that rather than, posting about his kids or what's going on with his kids, all we saw was an update about his plans for the future. Ooh, shocking. Y'all know by this time we've been covering the Kate plus 8 plus Jon plus drama gate since forever. And it's been a hot minute since we've checked in with them because honestly, there just hasn't been a lot to report. And Jon had kind of left his Instagram. So Jon kind of didn't stop sort of posting on his Instagram. Not long after there was that whole dust up where there was an incident where Colin kind of accused him of doing some things to him, which Jon claims was grossly exaggerated and actually not what happened, and that he had to make sure that his son was safe. And then he got really sick over the holidays and he was in the hospital. And he has been doing different interviews with Dr. Oz throughout the year and talking to the Daily Mail. And, I was wondering how much longer it was going to be until we heard about him on Instagram. And interestingly, too, his girlfriend, Colleen, who he's been with for a long time, also stopped abruptly posting on her Instagram back in November. So I don't know if they have been sort of taking a social media break. I don't know if they all have sort of wanted to temper everything after what happened with Colin. I'm not totally sure. But Jon had last posted sometime last fall, same with Colleen, and now he's back on his Instagram. He's had some interviews with Dr. Oz, and Dr. Oz consistently always brings up what's going on with the kids, and did the kids know you were sick, and do you want to have a relationship with the kids? And Kate sold her house, right? I think we told you guys that, and I told you guys that, and she has moved from Pennsylvania to North Carolina. So she apparently has always wanted to live in North Carolina, and they have been enjoying the summer down there. I mean, Maddie has posted several TikToks of them down at a lake and outside and spending time with her sisters and brothers. And she also recently did a video where she talked about twin pains. So apparently both her and Kara got COVID shots, and Kara contacted her and she had a pain down the arm that Maddie would have gotten her shot on. So that was cute. But Jon has always been he's kind of, I don't even know, how do you describe it? He has often really, in a way, sort of talked around in circles about why he doesn't have a relationship with his kids. So there's been a lot of allegations, let's mind you. He claims that Kate has poisoned the kids against him. He claims that all of Colin's problems are because of Kate. He has put out documents to try to support these claims publicly. He has also tried to claim that it's parental alienation. But if you go on to Kate's side of the house, you'll recognize that Jon at one point in time actually signed over all of his rights to the kids. He was for a long time behind on child support. When they got divorced or during that separation, he kind of went on a bender and was out partying all the time and hooking up with ladies and wearing Ed Hardy shirts. Remember that time period? And he was just really into not being a dad. And when he came back year or two ago when he starts talking about how Kate placed Colin in this facility for no reason and only saw him like 3 times total, and that Colin had to send him a letter to come get him out. And then Jon and he had to go through all of this, like, you know, integration to like reassimilate with each other and to get to know each other again. So he's put out a lot, and Kate has just never responded. And so a lot of people assumed that because Kate didn't respond, that everything that he said was true. And Kate, for her part, hasn't really said a whole lot. The only time she's publicly come out and said anything was when Colin publicly accused his dad of doing that thing to him, which turned out to not really be true, allegedly. So that's like the last time we've really heard from Kate publicly. She went to People magazine and she said that her ex-husband was terrible and she didn't want her kids around them and blah, blah, blah. And it's really sad because in the last so many years, they just have never found a way to actually have an effective co-parenting relationship with each one accusing the other of being a narcissist effectively. Now, I don't know what is true here and what's not true. I think there's probably been mistakes made on both parts, and it's hard for me to say with certainty that it's all Kate's fault or it's all Jon's fault. But Jon has a new plan for the future, and he's going to go back to DJing. So yeah, remember that time when Jon pretended he was this big DJ? Well, yeah, now he's going back to that. So he's going to go back to being a DJ, and he shared this on his Instagram. Thankful to play music again. Looking forward to upcoming gigs, events, and sessions with DJ Cooley Kirk. And thank you, DJ Sojo, and the Senate DJs for all the support, and it begins again. So he is apparently joining a DJ crew, and that DJ crew is going to get him all kinds of hooked up. So I did some links when I clicked on it, and I looked at who are the Senate DJs and what is this like thing that he's aspiring to become, because they're the ones that are like so-called offering him support. So Jon has been working in a position as a, like, he said he's been working in like healthcare and doing sort of like the, I don't know, something with the technology side of things. And now I don't know if this is going to be just like a thing he does on the weekends, but basically what the Senate DJs are their website says this. You'd probably be asking yourself what the symbol stands for. It stands for many things, but it's mostly a beacon of core value. It stands for the integrity that is proven by your actions and sense of community. It stands for upholding the honor tradition throughout our evolution as DJ. It stands for respect to oneself and for respect for an art form we represent, for knowledge gained after years of experience and consistency, and it stands for talent and skills learned and master of their styles and crafts. We come from different states, different backgrounds, and different cultures to unite on one common cause, to represent the DJ. So apparently you can apply to becoming a DJ with there. And they say, over the next few years, we plan on expanding our network to represent all 50 states and beyond. And if you feel like you have the vision, understand our codes, and can represent our brand, then own up. Then own up and submit yourself and your brand for consideration. We are a crew first, interested in talent and hustle, future movers and shakers, DJs that live and love the art. And for many types of DJs, we are not them. If you're different, apply and help us set you the new standard. And then they have different levels. So you are the beginner DJ, where you're basically like a pledge. The next level is, you know, expanding the culture, using the talent. That's a level 2. It goes to level 4, and then all the way up to international. So I don't know if this is like a pyramid scheme or if they're just like, it's sort of like the steps they take. And it sounds like a secret club with DJs. Maybe it's a network and they get like gigs. I still can't really decide what it says, but when you want to join it, it just wants to know, like, why do you want to be in the Senate DJ? How can you help the brotherhood? Are you part of any other DJ crews? So it's basically a DJ crew. So the requirements to become this, say it's, you must have at least 1 year of experience. They must have control over their personal brand. Each member is to have order over their personal brands, which must have high resolution logos. They all must create a page on their registry on Senate DJs. They all must agree to our hashtag Senate DJs Black on social media. They say they all must agree to share factor. They collect monthly fees for membership. They must agree to the code of conduct. They must progress in order by majority of votes in respected houses. Their code is integrity, tradition, respect, knowledge, skill, and our promise to you is that promotion of all of your events and DJ related content. We support our members in all of our endeavors. So you have to have good behavior and you can't have personal quarrels. So apparently this is just sort of a brotherhood, I guess. I wonder if women can join. Let's look at their roster to see if there's any ladies on here. Nope, it's not. There are literally no women on this. So it's a brotherhood. Interesting. So you cannot join this if you're a woman. So if you want to be a Senate DJ, you can only apparently be a man. That seems weird. Like, why would you want to just only be a men's club? Am I the only one that thinks that's weird? Like, are there like also girls clubs for Senate for like DJs? Why would you just want to have like clubs? So one of the people that they actually tagged on here was DJ Sojo. And apparently this DJ is one of their featured DJs. They just shared a post in their last photo that they shared on their Instagram is of DJ Sojo, who was apparently in May of 2020. They don't have a very active social media, if you know what I mean. So I guess it's a brotherhood and they will help you with promotions and all you have to do is like live up to their values and brands and whatever. Sounds like it's almost like a club for influencer people. So Jon is going to get on the journey of back to being a DJ, I guess. I mean, he's not that old. I mean, he's like in his 40s. So, I mean, it's not like you can't start something new or get into what it is that you love. And if you really think you've got the talent to be a DJ, why not? Now, he still hasn't talked to his kids. And this is the part that I don't understand. So there was like some sort of interview right before Father's Day, and he said that he was still like hopeful for a resolution and that he acknowledged that he and Maddie and Kara are estranged and don't talk. So if you've got two girls that are in their, you know, like they're 20 now and they still don't want to talk to you, do you think it's because of poisoning or do you think it's because of the parents' behavior? Like, do you really think that there's a legitimate reason why they don't want to talk to you? Like maybe going to the media all the time and dumping out all of your problems to the media about your family, talking to the media about your family, talking to the media about your kids who you don't have a relationship with, hoping that your kids will talk to you? Or is it that they remember what happened when you and mom split up and you were out and about and running around? I don't understand parental alienation. And I understand that Kate Gosselin is probably not the easiest human being to get along with. But I also feel like there has to be more to the story than him being completely unable to speak to his kids, and it's because they just don't have contact. I feel like there's something that he hasn't been honest with, and that's literally just me and my opinion. Some people are super pro Jon and they think he can't do anything wrong. I still constantly wonder why. It can't just be just Kate. It seems so much more complicated than that. And I can't imagine a mom, I mean, I guess I can imagine a mom developing all of these ideas, and Kate might be a narcissist, but at the end of the day, like, really, was there something that he did that they didn't want to be around? Because when she went out and exploded, she said that he's a horrible human being. And he says she's a horrible human being. It's just too bad they couldn't find a way to, like, co-parent. Anyways, he's going to go be a DJ. And I wonder what, like, his daughters think of that. Like, do you think they would go to a club if he were there? They're probably not going to go to a club that he's there at. But I do wonder, at what time and place do they stop getting, like, do you think, I sometimes do wonder. I do think that maybe the kids don't talk to him because he keeps talking about them. Like, Kate doesn't talk about her kids that she's not with in the media, to the media. So could that be part of the reason? Do you think there's more to the story? Do you think Jon plays a role in this alienation? Or do you think the separation is partly his doing? Or do you think it's all on Kate? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.